Welcome to Some Awesome Games. My name is Rob. We're playing Evil Dead the game. I'm going to show you my Warlord build, which I've been heavily focused on. And then we're going to play a live round as the Warlord. So level 45 is your max level. So you can't get every skill in the tree. So this is our build. Let me disappear. So we've got these abilities on the side, right? So as you go up, you'll unlock these. And then at level 45, when you hit max level, you get this one. The far right note on this is units can't suffer balance damage. Huge. Besides that, you're pretty much getting an increase in damage, maximum health, and attack frequency to the point that they are quite good, quite strong. So this on Xbox is your special ability. You push B and then that goes on cooldown. So you want to do that before you possess demons. You want to do it and it'll boost them all up. This is our build. So you'll see up the top there, there's stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. You have to buy enough points in stage 1 to unlock stage 2, enough points in stage 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6. It's just enough points being spent that'll unlock these. Mainly this one is the one you can't change. You have to put points into this to get to here. You can't remove points from here and put them into there. It doesn't work. So like if I try to remove it, it doesn't happen. So this is what we've got, okay? We're going on a basic build. So this is our badass basics because basics are the most common unit and we're going to rely on them and not the elites and not Henrietta, because if we come across someone really good and we put all our points into elites and Henrietta and they knock them out pretty quick, spaghetti-o. But our basics, we can get a lot of them. So your first ones, we've got 3 points in here, we've got 1 point in here, 1 point in here, 1 point in here. Why 1 point in here? We start with a little bit of energy. This one is debatable. You could go into elite if you want, because the way we're going to play, starting energy doesn't matter because we're going to pick up energy as we go to locations. Then after that, we've gone into the high blood pressure, increases the range of blood splatter. This is blood that will hinder the visibility of the players. We need that just to get along. You could easily put it into this if you put it into that. But our build is mainly from 3, 4, 5, 6 onwards. But increase the range of deadites puke. Increase the damage of deadites puke. Range I recommend. Damage doesn't really matter because what we do with the puke is we disable their dodge with this ability and we disable their sprint with this ability. It's not a long time, but it might be enough to catch up to them or stop them from dodging, say Cheryl, for instance, Stamina Queen. Down here, energy is important. So this track, fear, not so much. We're gonna find them. Fear visibility doesn't matter, but we need to buy this to get to this. Increases the speed. Infernal energy is generated when near active objectives. Alright, cool beans. But here, increases the amount we receive from orbs. So your basic amount is 25. This will bump it up significantly. This one increases the amount we can hold, so you can get up to, I think, 352 energy being held. Elites, doesn't matter. We want this one. Basic portals are cheaper. Nice. Then we want to get this one. Increase the maximum health of basic units by 35%. So now they're a bit tankier. Reduces the amount of infernal energy required to maintain possession, because we're going to possess them. Because we want to possess them. And then evil units gain health from damage they deal by melee attack. So you get 10% of the damage you deal as health. These ones here, so 6 and 7 are on their own tracks. You'll see the little chart. So it doesn't matter what you put into 1 to 5. You'll get these ones. You can spend it. So you can see we bought this one up here. Heavy damage. Our basic units deal more damage. 35% more damage. It doesn't matter that we didn't go this track. We get to buy these no matter what. So we've gone with that one. Reduces the cooldown time of your active skill. That's B button. Health. Reduces the cooldown time of basic portals. Hell yeah. So more or less, that's pretty much it. Besides balance here, increases the balance bar length of basic units. So that stops them from getting knocked. That's that white bar. So you know when you're trying to attack, you're doing a bunch of attacks, and that bar goes down, and then your unit just kind of stands there stunned. This will help with that. We had to put some points into Henrietta to get here, and this one, but we wanted this track up to this one, and then you unlock these ones. So energy, anything basic. Another nice one up here, reduces the amount of infernal energy required to possess an evil unit. Reduces it by 20%. It's not a huge amount, but if, say, you're really good at managing your energy, you could avoid this track and do this track up here, which would give you some points into your boss if you need her, your elite, and then possession cost down. But that is it. That's our builds, all right? So we're going to jump into a game. We're going to play it live. So I'm not going to pick around and be like, oh, look, my build worked in this one situation. No, we're just going to grab the next round and we're going to go to town. I'm sure there'll be a Cheryl. I'm sure there'll be a Henry the Red. I'm sure there'll be an Army of Darkness Ash and then miscellaneous. All right, we're grabbing Henrietta or Warlord. We're going to probably not play as Henrietta unless things really progress, depending on how good the players are. So you'll see on Warlord, the main skill we want to pay attention to is the top one there. When activated, this skill generates an aura around the demon player for a limited time that increases the power surrounding evil units. It can only be activated when the demon player is in spirit form, but will continue to work if the demon player possesses another unit. So you want to push that on. If you're like, I'm committing to this fight, I've got units around and I'm going to possess, bump that on, especially because we've got it maxed out. So we've got that, we don't take balance damage. Ooh, very spicy. All right, here we go. So the first thing we're going to do is check where the closest objective is. So it's 400 meters away. This is why I say it doesn't matter too much if you pick the starting energy thing. Because by the time we get there, because our energy from these orbs is higher, we should have a lot of energy to be able to place a lot of traps. Hopefully all the traps. So just keep flying through the orbs. You don't have to go through them directly, just nearby them, and you'll suck them in. But we go to the objectives first because they're gonna go there. If they get the map pieces quick, they're gonna go there. And then hopefully by the time we've set traps there, which will be, not energy wasted because, like I said, this is a location that may be used at some point, then we've set traps that are worth it. So we keep our eyes on the bottom there, and any little notes on the screen to the left that will say like they're making noise. So our goal is to find them quick. I'm gonna go infernal energy to begin with. We want to get energy regen as quick as we can. So just keep looking around for traps. Hopefully there's a good selection of them here, and then we're just gonna go energy, basic units, then possession points. So once they give themselves away, we'll either wrap up what we're doing or just go for them. The quicker we can get to them, the more points we can get early, and the shitter they'll be, basically, the weaker they'll be, because they haven't had time to go and find a whole bunch of awesome items. Our big challenges here are going to be Cheryl and Army of Darkness Ash at the moment. In the future, that could change. You might be like, oh my god, there's an Evil Dead 1 Ash in here, he's terrifying, and you slaughtered him. At the moment, not the case, but patches and updates and stuff can change. So they're doing super well to begin with here, and that's okay. There's not a lot of traps that I can find in this area. This area kind of sucks. We'll trap this up. I use the little ashes now because I heard that the little ashes actually steal, or potentially steal, items. So this is a kind of sucky location for us, but let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's boogie. We'll just grab some energy and we'll push it to this map. So, or the pages. So if they get the map, they can go to the pages, but hopefully the next piece for the map is far away that they take a car. But it looks like they're going pretty well. Evil Dead Ash is almost getting his terror up, so he might reveal himself. And then hopefully we'll get him. So we'll get that up and we'll cruise across to here. Very sneaky team, but I'm not too worried yet. I'll tell you when I'm worried. But I trust in our build, I trust in it. Set this trap, excuse me good sir. We set this trap. The traps are cheaper than placing portals, okay? So keep that in mind. So you might be like, oh, I'll place a portal and possess that enemy, but you've used up a lot of your energy to place that portal. So if you can set a trap and have the trap trigger, we got really bad objective placements here. Like super bad. Like there's nothing to do. This is awful. There's no traps out here. This is a terrible location. Alright, well this is where we're going to put the build to the test then. We've got nothing we can do. We go portals. There's nothing out here. Wow, okay. Let's progress a little bit. Let's check the map. Usually I don't check the map. Normally don't have to. Now it's a gamble. I'm just going to go east and hope for the best and hit traps as we go. We got very unlucky with this start here. But trust in the build, trust in the systems that we've put in place, and hope that they pay off. They've got 2 pieces. As long as they don't get a third, it should be pretty good. Cruise down here. So normally by this point I would hope to have energy regen and also have a keen idea of where they are. Usually that's the case. Of course the round we record, we've got like the professional players. Of course, man. But it's okay. It's okay. Trees suck to trap, don't they? That can't just be me. You never know. You might get lucky that look like that. You might get lucky, and the place that you're trapping might be the place that they're going. So this worked out in our favor, and we'll know when they're coming because it'll say they're near. So now we're getting energy regen. Perfect. We trapped this whole place up, and now our confidence is going up much more. Keep an eye on their little bar down the bottom. You'll know how well they're doing by their amulets. So if they're all decked out in amulets, it means they're going pretty well with their pink F and stuff. At the moment, no one's really kitted out. So again, not too worried yet. Once they get into these houses, these cramped locations, that's where we really want to strike. So we'll just make sure that this area, because this is the building they'll be going to. They will be searching other buildings because they'll be kind of like me, hoping that the building they go into will be the building that they're looking for. That's pretty good. Alright, let's start hitting the other buildings because they might check them out as well. And once they get here, and look, they're giving themselves away, their vehicle's being driven. We have the choice to either go after them, which I probably will, because I want to delay them getting here. But I also want them on the move, because if they're on the move, there's a strong chance that there's a straggler. Just because they're in a car doesn't mean they're all in the car. They might be someone who's just like, I'll go to the next one. And then there's someone a little bit behind. So we just do that here. And then any along the way as we go. And we'll head over to them. Now, we'll check where they are. They're cruising across here. That's good. They're out in the middle of nowhere. I'll probably park it here and probably check this building first. We don't have enough, but that's okay. It's ticking over. It's ticking over. We could probably get some orbs in this time. We'll keep our eye on them. We'll keep tabs on them. I'm not going to the building I thought, and that's okay. Tree could help. That's okay. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking good.
I created light.
This one. There's 3 of them here, which means somebody got left behind. We'll just keep getting these up. Cheryl's out there by herself. We could totally go after her if we wanted to. Rely on our traps to delay them. Hopefully she crashes. Could possess it, but that's a waste of energy, I feel. Okay, she made it to him. Like I said, I want to possess, because it's cheaper. Oh, he's down. Look at that. They're already doing so well. Portal. Energy. We're vomit on them so they can't dodge. And then because we've got weapons, RB and a little bit of a heavy attack. He dodged because, like I said, the vomit doesn't last forever. It's not the longest of things. Jump. He's down. More portal basics because we want strong enemies to come out of our portals. Surprise him. Whoop. Not getting him up. We're gonna vomit on him so he can't dodge or get away. Because now he's surrounded. Boom, he's down. Cheryl! We'll put some points into possession. Now, if we put points into basic, there's gonna be a lot more enemies coming out of that portal with weapons. And that's game, that's it. That's strong, strong. We had a slow start. Luckily we found the map. They all came. And we had all the areas set up and they couldn't take on our basic units because it was early. Because the basic units are the cheapest and quickest to get, because our basic units are so strong, we're going to find them early and they're going to be fighting our strongest units or very strong units before they're well equipped. So by the end of a match, they might be able to handle those basic units, but because it's so quick and so early, then usually you can find them after their, maybe before their first piece, which usually it's about their first or second piece you find them. They give themselves away, they get in the car, they make noise, and then you just beeline to them and then get some guys out. So that round started out a little bit like, ooh, this might be an objective ending, but once we got them, once we found them, we destroyed them. It was almost not worth doing that quick. We could have bought more time, but because we're doing a video, we don't want this to be like 40 minutes or whatever. We didn't get much score because we won so efficiently. But that's our basic build. It's pretty cool, right? It's pretty strong for the Warlord. Don't need elites, don't need bosses yet. I'm sure as players level up, that's where the true test will come in. So I'm not locking this one down being like, this is it, this is all you need to do. Because the game's still fresh. These guys might not be maxed. How it would go against a team of max players, time will tell. We don't know yet. But thank you for watching. I hope this inspires you for your Warlord build. And you get out there and maybe don't win this quick. Like, play this game more like a dungeon master. You want the players to have a good time. You don't want them to come in, get slaughtered and go, this game sucks, and then stop playing. So don't win this quick. This was cruel. This was awful. Especially when you realize, like, yeah, I'm gonna win. Maybe just back off and give them some space.